The dangers of being a femme fatale. The dangers of being a femme fatale. Okay. Femme fatale, a lethal woman. Okay. Femme fatale literally means, let me just mute this on YouTube. Femme fatale literally means deadly woman. Okay. As we all know, she's that archetype of modern literature and art. She's the seductress who charms her lovers and leads them into compromising and often deadly situations. Okay. And these days we hear a lot of women using this term for dating and for acquiring a relationship. But the archetype of the femme fatale is actually cold, calculating, manipulative, and ruthless. Okay, she lures the man into her grip. She's a vamp. She's a man-eater who ultimately ruins the man. Now, I wanted to talk about this because I opened my Instagram a couple of days ago and I see an ad that said something like, become a femme fatale, a savage alpha female. Okay, learn how to utilize dark psychology tricks. Learn how to make your manipulation plan. Ignore him into submission. How to break his ego and make him come crawling back. Make him grovel. Make him a simp. Like, this was all in one ad. How to destroy a man. And then the ad was sprinkled with a few other things. And one of the last one was create a high value mindset, which made me laugh actually, because the first thing that I want to say is that masculine and feminine are two parts of the same underlying reality. Okay. These energies are inseparable and equally significant. Okay. They are collaborative with inherent differences. I talk about this in my book if this interests you. But divine masculine and divine feminine can be compared to potential energy and kinetic energy, which are inseparable. Okay, they're different, yet ultimately they're one. Okay, and if we distill this understanding down into relationship, just simply understand that anything we enact on the other ultimately affects ourselves. Okay. For example, you destroy the man, you destroy yourself. Okay. Or you having high standards is good for you and it is good for the man. Okay. You can have everything you want. You can create what you want in relationships without utilizing nefarious methods. If you first and foremost value yourself, view yourself, believe yourself as an embodiment of the goddess energy, and live in your divine feminine. If you do this, others will value you, okay? When you seek validation from within, you are in your divine feminine. Okay, when you seek validation within, you are in your divine feminine. If you are seeking it anywhere else outside of you, from a man, from your friends, from your parents, from your Instagram likes, anything, you do not value yourself. And the result will be others will not truly value you either. Okay. So you treat yourself how you want to be treated. Okay. You invest in yourself. The feminine will always invest in herself first, because the masculine, a man does not love the way a woman loves. His capacity is different than hers. He brings his own greatness that is different than hers. Okay. Now, there's a difference between disingenuity, like cunning tactics, scheming, that we see with the mindset. And I'm saying mindset because femme fatale is a mindset. It is not a beingness. Okay. So there's a difference between these actions, like scheming and having tactics and playful strategy. Okay. So I remember growing up, you know, as a teenager, maybe my early 20s, like that time of life when you're really trying to figure everything out. Okay. Figure things out. And you would hear, you know, you hear people say, you know, don't play games. Men hate women who play games. Bitches play games and things like that. And in believing that somewhere, the fun and excitement of playfulness, of flirting, in dating, kind of got lost in the mix, like with this guilt of, you know, the societal morality, you know, and self-doubt. Okay. Like if you were a girl or a woman who played games, you were a bitch. Okay. But if you think about it, games involve intelligence, they involve skill, anticipation, you know, maybe strength, sometimes luck, while you follow some fixed rules, okay? And you are attempting to solve a puzzle or figure something out or win something. Like you want to win something, you have a goal in mind, right? So games are any form or way of playing. They're amusement, they're recreation. In Sanskrit, this is called lila. Okay, it's like pastimes, pursuits, it's adventures and adventures that often involve challenges or jesting or leisure. Okay, so playfulness is actually a very feminine approach. Okay, and it is attractive to the man. It is a polarized aspect of him. Okay. But playing games can cross over into the shady territory of scheming, plotting, conspiring, conjuring up a cunning plan to achieve a goal. Okay. And if you are doing that, you are entering the territory of destructive feminine behaviors and also femininity depolarizing destructive masculine behaviors like callousness, hostility, you know, hyperaggression, tyranny, and victimization, which we see, you know, you could see on what I was talking about the ad at the beginning, those type of behaviors, right? So these actions come off as vengeance. It's almost like the Black Widow spider, you know, who eats her mate after mating with him. So I'm just saying, like, do what you want to do, you know, and I guess that women are going on these apps and learning how to become a man eater, like literally, okay? But be aware with this approach, you're moving into potentially ruinous territory, like getting to know a man, getting to know a person, dating is a procedure. Okay. So, yes, it is good to have a strategy. Like, why wouldn't you have a blueprint, you know, a plan? Right? You should go in knowing your course of action in dating, like in getting to know someone, right? You know, also knowing that things will shift and change. Okay. It is a strategy. Like, what is your general plan? Have clarity on what kind of relationship you're looking for. Be clear about it. Are you looking for love? Are you looking for companionship? Are you looking for lifestyle? Are you looking for a provider? Are you looking for all of those? Like, whatever it is, and that's okay, whatever it is, never be ashamed of wanting what you want or requiring a particular standard, and go into the process of getting to know the man, getting to know the person while being detached from the outcome, right? Instead of going in fully committed like so many women do, like already walking down the aisle, you know, creating a whole scenario in their head. You know, you're building your life together, you're having babies, you're living together, you're buying a house before you even know what you're actually getting into. Okay. So having a strategy is good. It is okay. It benefits you. And yes, you should know many men do have a playbook. It might be an unspoken playbook, right? And if you think men don't have tactics, you're naive. Like, that is their nature to go after things and attain them. And that takes, you know, strategy on their part. That takes tactics on their part. So I tell women the greatest thing you can do for yourself is become Himalayas on the inside, like the Himalayas, like a mountain range, strong, not easy to traverse, knowable to only a few, okay, mysterious, experienced only by one who's qualified. Like not everybody just goes up into the Himalayas and starts trekking in the Himalayas, right? And then be warm, be inviting, be captivating, be enchanting on the outside. Okay, you see, you're strong, your strength on the inside and soft and on the outside. Okay, inviting. Okay, an invitation to the man. And this powerful state of being does not happen through becoming a deadly woman. Okay, it does not come through mindset, cunning tactics and schemes. It comes through self-care, self-love. It comes through strong boundaries and high standards. And those happen through self-care and self-love. Okay. That balance, that inner strength, and that outer softness doesn't come through becoming this alpha female. Okay. It is beyond that. It is much more advanced than that. Okay. It comes through Divya Devi, the goddess, embodying the goddess energy. Okay. And then graciously gatekeeping who gets to enter your temple. There can be playfulness. There can be that push and pull. There can be strategy. A goddess possesses an invisible boundary that is discernible. Okay. The man automatically becomes enchanted and also has respect. Okay. When you have that balance, he'll become enchanted by you and he will also respect you. You don't have to employ subterfuge to get what you want. Okay. And you don't have to have deceitful means to get those things. If you have to resort to dark psychology tricks and make a manipulation plan to convince a man to be with you, he doesn't like you that much. He doesn't like you that much anyway, okay? And the woman in her divine feminine energy does not even entertain the possibility of this type of situation. When you're in your goddess energy, you naturally, effortlessly activate the masculine because you clearly show him your standards, because you're radiating them from within, okay? I always tell my son, respect is commanded. It is not demanded. It is not requested. Okay. You never have to tell someone, respect me, respect me. It's commanded because of your inner space. Your presence alone reveals to the man what works for you, and he immediately identifies it. Okay. He automatically understands your standards. And then he gets to decide if he has what it takes to attain you. Okay. And then you remain in the space of allowing. You allow things to unfold and you savor the experience. Like femininity is savoring the experience. Remember, in this material reality, okay, I am talking about this material reality that we are experiencing, not spiritual life, okay? In the material reality, the woman is the acquirement. She's the payoff. She's the objective, the reward. She's the jewel. She's the gold. She's the treasure. A woman is the fortune in life, okay? So the topic of this video, the dangers of being femme fatale, is that you lose your femininity. You become callous. You become obsessive. You make a man the goal, okay? And even worse, an unqualified man, when you need to be making yourself the goal. Your self-worth, your self-love needs to be the goal, okay? And when you attempt to be or have this mindset of alpha female, this femme fatale, you operate in your masculine because you are ambitious. And ultimately, you destroy yourself through causing or making the masculine submit to you. You lose your femininity, which is your greatest power. Okay. And that's all I have to say about that. All right. If this helped you, like, comment, tell me, what you want to talk about, what you want to hear. Oh yeah. And if you're interested in any of this, you can read my books. I have another book too. 500 declarations for your divine feminine, but this is the original one to read. Goddess finding your lost divine feminine. And if you're interested in actually going through the process, 28 days to goddess. And that's it. Namaskaram. Aloha. Happy Friday. See you soon. Aloha. Get out of here.